Good morning. It is September 7th, Labor Day Monday 2020, and I am about to run the Juan de Fuca Trail, 47 kilometers of rugged west coast on Vancouver Island. Come along with me.
Starting run.
Here we go. Kilometer zero. See you later.
Bye, Brad.
We are coming up to our first landmark, and that's Mystic Beach. It's a beautiful descent down to Mystic Beach. It's only 2 kilometers away from the trailhead, so we're just gonna cruise right on through. Should be a few campers there this morning too. These steps are new since the last time I was here. Oh, here it is. It's an old log. Looks like they've done some repairs to the log. Whoa, sketchy. Let's talk a little bit about the Juan de Fuca Trail. Start with, it's a very technical west coast trail. Now, it skirts the shoreline of the Strait of Juan de Fuca, which is a body of water that separates Vancouver Island from Washington State. We're not fully exposed west coast here, but we're getting there. It's kind of at the mouth of Strait of Juan de Fuca. It's 47 kilometers. I started in China Beach, and I will finish in Botanical Beach. My wife Catherine is meeting me at kilometer 30, which is Sombrio Beach, where I'll have a quick snack with her, refill my water, and then get back to it. On my way to Bear Beach now, and just like the name suggests, I'm deep into bear territory. All these bushes that you see around me, they're salal bushes, and they are just loaded with big ripe berries. So chances are pretty good that I'm gonna see a black bear today. So I'm gonna keep talking. Oh, look at those salal berries. Nice. I just want to talk a little bit about my journey that brought me to this point where I think I can run the Juan de Fuca Trail. So let's go back a long time ago. In my younger years, I was a bit of a party boy. I drank a lot. I figured that partying and my ability to party hard was what defined me as a person. It's why I had friends. And it was fun, but I can't keep it up forever. I found myself 40 pounds overweight with a major drinking problem, smoking a pack of cigarettes a day. And then in my mid-30s, I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease. I was on a really hard drug that I took intravenously called Remicade. And every 6 weeks, I would go to the clinic where I'd sit in a whole bunch of chairs with a bunch of other people taking Remicade. And we'd all have IVs, emptying our drugs into our arms. The best part of that was there was a whole bunch of people all in the same room going through the same thing that I was. So we talked, and I met some very wise people there. One lady I met, she told me she was just like me. She liked to drink and smoke and party, but she had to stop if she wanted to feel better. Remicade helped a little bit, but I still had major issues. So I took her advice. Finally one day I was just tired of being hungover, tired of feeling like crap. So I decided to stop drinking, stop smoking, and start to get my life back. I had a big belly. It was hard for me just to bend over and tie my shoes. I was so out of shape that it was hard just to climb the steps up to my front door. I'd be out of breath. So I started slow. I started doing push-ups and leg raises in my living room. And then just down the street from my house is a community rec center. So I started doing TRX classes there, and then working on my cardio. I started doing aerobics classes, and then I got the bug. You know, I felt those endorphins again. I've been missing those endorphins. Endorphins, they're just a drug too, right? The more you get, the more you want. The good thing about endorphins, it's not bad for you. Had to stop for a Salal break. Fresh Salal, so good. Which is a great segue, because next part of my fitness journey was my diet. I had to work on my diet. I got rid of all the processed food in my diet, stuck to whole foods, fruits, vegetables, good quality meats, fish. And I started dropping the weight. I started feeling better. I had less symptoms of Crohn's. Eventually I talked to my doctor, and he took me off Remicade, and I've never had a sign or symptom of Crohn's disease since then. I owe it all to fitness and a healthy diet. Descent down to Bear Beach. Here we go. I'm definitely not running this one. Oh, look at that bridge. And just coming out to Bear Beach. Looks like we have some campers still here from last night. It's a rocky beach. Gotta be careful you don't roll an ankle here. Watch where every foot goes. So inside my running pack, I have got a first aid kit for sure. In that first aid kit, I also have a partial roll of toilet paper just in case. I have a shirt, I have a change of socks, and I have some arm warmer sunscreen things. I also have a hat and have some nutrition with me today. So in this pocket I have 500 milliliters of a berry drink. It's got bananas, blueberries, strawberries, honey, chia, and almond milk. So tasty. It's my second breakfast today. I also have another 500 milliliters of a sweet potato mix, which is sweet potatoes with honey, chia, and almond milk. That'll kind of be my pre-lunch lunch. And then I have 300 millimeters of an apple blended with water, honey, and chia. So that's a quick squirt. It's like my own homemade gel. It's a whole apple that I can probably do in 2 gulps. And then a liter and a half of water. That should be good till sunrise. All right, about to leave Bear Beach. Now we're heading back into the forest, up this slippery slope. I gotta tell you though, Bear Beach was tough. A lot of round, rolling rocks. Oh, all these bugs. Gotta watch your footing. This stuff is slippery. Here we go. And back up into the forest. So I'm power hiking up this hill, which is going to give me a bit more time to talk about my fitness journey. So once I started dropping weight, started feeling healthier, I decided it was time to start running. Started running trails for a couple of reasons. One, just didn't like to compete with cars, traffic. And another, ground is nice and soft, easier on your knees. Hard thing about trails is you have to run over logs and roots and rocks. So make sure you learn some parkour. Once I started getting used to running and my muscles were getting stronger, I found that I had the urge to start competing. So I just did some local running races, but I wanted more. So I started training for OCR races, obstacle course races, like Spartan or Tough Mudder. And I signed up for every one I could, and I started doing pretty good in them. Just this January, I went down to California and competed in one in Los Angeles and came in 9th in my age group. Not too bad for a guy who's only been running for like 4 years. Oh, downhill. Then all the races for 2020 have been canceled. I was supposed to do my first Ironman this year. I was going to try and do 3 triathlons this year, but now nothing. So I set this goal for myself. Labor Day, long weekend, 47K, Juan de Fuca Trail. It gave me something to work towards. We are almost at Chin Beach. This stretch from Bear Beach to Chin Beach is a tough one. There are so many ravines, so you're always going up or down. Lots of mud, big sets of wooden steps. Whew. I'm starting to feel my legs. Got my headphones on, listening to some classical guitar, and I'm gonna get lost in the beauty that is the Strait of Juan de Fuca. Time to cool down just a bit. It's supposed to be like 25 degrees today and I'm getting hot. But we have a nice cooling station. There we go. Ready to go. And we're going back into the forest. Oh wow, halfway. Kilometer 24. Woohoo! Almost at the top of the ridge. So I just passed some hikers and they're telling me that the trail from Parkinson's to Botanical Beach is closed because of a problem black bear. So we'll check it out when we get there. But right now I'm 5 kilometers away from Sombrio Beach. Here we go, running the ridge down to Sombrio. Our first glimpse of Sombrio Beach. I'm almost there. I think I have 4 more kilometers and then it's lunchtime. Just finished having an amazing lunch with my family. Belle, Luca, and Catherine. So I'm gonna start making my way to Parkinson Creek, assess the bear situation once I get there. But right now, we're heading down Sombrio Beach. So I threw on a t-shirt and a hat for some sun protection. I'm gonna say goodbye to these guys and we're on to the next trailhead. Good day. Refueled up after lunch at Sombrio. I was hoping the trail was gonna get easier, but it's still full of roots and rocks and mud and logs. Taking it slow. I don't want to twist an ankle or, worse yet, break a leg. But the views are still awesome. Sometimes learning some simple parkour can help you. Like maybe safety ball, yoo-hoo, parkour. Oh, it's bound to happen. But I caught my leg on a stick coming off a stump. Oh, put a nice gash. It's about that big and about that wide. Oh, I'm lightheaded. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. All right, I'm gonna get this bandage on. And then I'll keep going. Have 6K to Parkinson Creek. Oh man, that sucks. Alright, bandage, bandage. Well, that was unfortunate to say the least. I got her all bandaged up now. But that's a big gash. That's definitely worth stitches. Whew, I'm not as lightheaded anymore, so off I go. Here we go. 6K. Let's keep it going. Strait of Juan de Fuca. Oh, what do we have here? More parkour. Hopefully the rest of these don't break. Still running through the salal. Make sure there's no bears. Hey bears, I'm coming. All these salal bushes are just hanging with berries. I've been reduced to a walk. It's still pretty muddy and rooty, but my leg is really throbbing. So I'm having a hard time running. It's 3 more kilometers to Parkinson Creek. And then I'll get some first aid when I get there. So I have made up my mind that the end of my journey today is going to be Parkinson Creek. But that's a great thing about the Juan de Fuca Trail, is that there's all these trailheads where a vehicle can come in, you know, resupply you, or if you happen to be injured, pick you up and take you to the clinic. I'm pretty sure that this gash on my leg is going to need a few stitches, so I think we might be stopping at a clinic on the way back home. So I guess the trail got the best of me today. I'm going to chalk this one up as a fail. So that's what it looks like with the Band-Aid off. Fortunately, we don't have any hydrogen peroxide, and I just tried to put some alcohol on it, and boy, did that hurt. So I think we'll... Oh, it's really
gotta get to the hospital.
Dirty. The branches all falling in it.
Looks like you could have major surgery there.